Hi everybody, it's Wednesday and I'm so happy to be here. I have some beautiful cards to share with you today. We're going to use a stamp set called Sketched Butterflies, the stamps and the dies, and they're just so pretty for summer. We're going to use some really bright paper called Full of Life Designer Series paper, and we're just going to have fun crafting. I hope you can get some ideas today and some inspiration. So when you come on, make sure you say hi. If I haven't met you before, I'm Joey, and my website is Create with Joey, and this is my monthly craft along. So I've got myself pulled up on my iPad. Now I just have to do one more technical thing here. I have my laptop and I have to get it pulled up so I can see your comments, because that's the only place I see your comments. So make sure when you come on, you say hello. Let me know where you're from, what kind of weather you're having. We're having a warm day today. We've been really lucky with the weather. It's been cool lately. I live in Lincoln, Nebraska in the Midwest. We've had some really lovely days in July, and they might not be continuing today. It's warm outside and kind of muggy too as well. All right, I'm gonna flip you down. We're gonna get started on our class to go today. And I have to click a little button here and then another toolbar. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go upside down, but you'll be right side up when I make the little switcheroo. If you're motion sick, you might wanna just not look for a second, because we're gonna get everything. It takes a moment for everything to get positioned. Okay, so let me move this up so we can maybe get rid of that glare and that light a little bit. Is that better? That at least gets rid of one. Okay, good. All right, there we go. I think we're ready. Let's come down just a little bit here. I'm gonna come down just like that, a touch. Oops, too much. Okay, sorry about this. It was probably better. I should have probably just left well enough alone. There we go. No, I'm trying to go back this way. It's opposite on the, I'm sorry, because it's opposite of the way I'm moving. It moves the opposite on the film or on the video. Hi, Diane. Yay, Diane's here from South Dakota. Hi, Julie. And hi, Christy. I'm happy to see all of you too. So happy that you're here. So I'm glad it's showing. I'm showing up on Facebook. That's always a wonderful thing. And Jamie, hello, Jamie. Today we're using this stamp set and these dies. It's called Sketched Butterflies. It's from Stampin' Up, if I haven't shared that yet. And these are the dies we're using. Well, this is the stamp set. It's really pretty. Now, if you've been stamping for a while, you might have a butterfly set, and I do too. But I started looking at this one, and hopefully you can tell here, and you'll be able to see it, I hope, when I'm stamping. The way the artist did these butterflies, like, it's just so pretty. It's kind of realistic, but it's also artistic in the way that she has sketched them. So the name of it is just perfect. It's a perfect name for this stamp set. So today is my craft along, and what that means is that some people pre-ordered this class, and so if they did, they got a partial pack of this paper, they got a bolt of ribbon, they got a half pack of, this is the Friends for Life Full of Life. Look what I did. I didn't realize it. So this is white on the back, and I thought I had it down on my desk, and I thought it was cardstock, and I stamped and die cut images out of it. But fortunate, I still have the name and I have the colors here so I can use it. But anyway, so they got half a pack of this, a bolt of the ribbon, and then a pack of these gems. These are the iridescent adhesive back gems. So, and that plus they got their kit so they could craft along with me today. But if you didn't do that, you can still get the card supplies for the 4 cards I'm going to make today. If you put in a $45 order, you'll get all the card kits that I'm showing today. You'll also get a detailed PDF tutorial that has close-up photos, detailed directions and then a list of everything that I used for the projects today. And my friends, if you put in a $50 order, you're going to get a bonus coupon from Stampin' Up! To spend in August. And if you put in a $75 order, they have extended the free shipping today. So it's free shipping today with an order of $75 or more. You'll also get the coupon code, a coupon to use in August, a $5 coupon, and you'll get my class to go today, my butterfly class. So it is a good day to get out your wish list and put in an order. If you need to use his host code in order to get my free class today. But there you go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to do a lot of, now I did put out scrap paper. I got to find it. I did a lot of coloring. This is the first card we're going to make today because you kind of have to, well, you don't have to color these butterflies, but I did for this particular class. I think I colored all of them. You could definitely stamp them in a color, but I didn't do that. I'm thinking now, why didn't I do that? That would have been a good idea. That's not big enough. Let's get a bigger piece over here. I brought out several pieces of scrap paper. Now, do you do this? Like, I have a drawer that I keep all my white scraps in. I don't keep very small scraps of colored cardstock, but I do keep fairly small scraps of white. I keep pretty much all my white scraps, unless they're really tiny. If they're really tiny, I don't keep them. But so I just grabbed a little stack of scrap paper from my drawer. Now I'm using Memento Black, and I'm really giving it some good pressure. You don't want to do that with your colored ink pads, but with Memento Black, you do want to do that. Now this glass mat, it's actually available now for purchase. But I usually do not get out this piercing mat because I don't need it. The glass mat is cushioned and it's thick, so we really don't need it. But if you don't have it, you should have this piercing mat. Just because large images and photopolymer stamps you'll get a better impression if you use the piercing mat. This is in the catalog. Our annual catalog. Oh, and by the way, I should have done this first. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Cheryl. It's a good day in the crafting room. That's wonderful. Okay, Julie, I did not check this morning. It was unavailable a day or two ago, and I forgot to check it this morning. I might do that quick while everybody's online. I can pull it up on my computer. And if it's not in, I can give you the date that when it's going to be in. It's on page 68 of the annual catalog, and we might use, I think I used the Spotlight on Nature dies too. These have been in and out of stock. I think right now they are actually in. I'm going to, I know I'm keeping you from seeing what I'm showing, but I am going to StampinUp.com. Talk amongst yourselves. If you've seen somebody's name come up in the comments, I would like you to make that person your friend right now and just say hello and their name to someone that you don't actually know, which was probably most people watching. Okay, inventory status. I'm on my computer and I'm scrolling down. I really should have looked this up this morning. It was quite the morning this morning. I have changed my top 3 times. Does that just tell you? Okay, so sketch butterfly stamps. Oops, dang it, I just got out of it. So sketch butterflies, cling stamps will be in August 5th. Okay, so you won't be able to put them on your order today, but you should be able to order them on August 5th. Now, here's the thing. They are coming back, and I know it's already, you know, we're almost at the end of July, so we're going to put August 5th for them to be back in stock. Okay? So if you want to take a screenshot of that, you can, and put on your calendar. Now here's the thing I started to say. A lot of times they're coming in early. The things that Stampin' Up! Is ordering that are out, they're coming in early. So I would start checking. I would start checking in the middle of next week, actually. Because what happens is something that, oops, I don't want that in. The things that are really popular, if people are watching, and so when they come in, they get them ordered before the actual date that people were told to look for them. Does that make sense? So, and then if they're really popular, then they start going on low inventory right away already again. So that's why I'm saying, they're saying August 5th. I'm guessing it'll be in sooner, because most everything comes in sooner. Now, this coloring technique is not a real coloring technique. This is Joey's Sketch Butterfly coloring technique. This is Daffodil Delight. When I looked at this artwork, I thought, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of not coloring this completely. I'm going to grab this is Daffodil Delight. I'm going to grab my Mellow Mambo marker, blends marker, and then I'm going to, let's do the darker one first. That's light. Let's grab dark and come in. Now, regardless of when this stamp set is going to come in, I will send you the supplies for these cards. It'll be like by the end of next week, usually sooner. This is kind of dark, isn't it? I think on my original I used, that's kind of dark. I think on my original I used, let's see, the light one, but that's okay. You still get kind of the same idea. But I just kind of did it real sketchy like this. I didn't really fill in my lines. Now, for the sake of video and showing you, I'm gonna actually go back and make it prettier. But look what I did on my original. This was just like trying something. I didn't even make them equal on both sides. Today I'm trying to make them a little bit more balanced on each side. So I'm gonna grab back my yellow one. We don't have a crushed curry. Maybe I should use the dark. And this paper has crushed curry on it if you look at the colors. So we're gonna go dark. Now, it should kind of be orange, right, where I'm putting the yellow. And I'm just kind of making streaks. You might think that is a hot mess, and then you color your butterflies however you want to color them. But I'm blending the dark Daffodil Delight into the pink, and then I'm just sketching it. I don't know. I thought it was kind of pretty with this particular artwork and this paper that I used. So let me grab the black. I forgot to grab the black ones. I know this doesn't look like it's black by the cap, but this is the light basic black, and I'm just gonna actually do the same thing to this guy. I'm just gonna kind of follow the artist's markings and just do the sketching. So let's go ahead and die cut this one. Let's put that aside. We'll need that in a minute. Now, I'm not seeing your comments, my friends, because I went to the Stampin' Up! Site, but now I can. Kathy is telling us that the Spotlight on Nature dies are available. Yeah, hi, Kim. Oh, yeah, good idea, Julie. So Julie's saying, well, it's on her list to use her rewards when she gets her rewards in August. That's a great idea. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and die cut our pretty butterfly. Let's get this guy in here. This morning I started to tell you that it might be one of those days because, well, it kind of already is. So I was getting ready. I had on one of my favorite colors of tops, kind of a light peachy color top. Whoops, I'm trying to get these guys lined up in the holes. So I'm I may or may not do this very well. For the sake of video, I'm just gonna go for it and hope that that's pretty close. It'll be close enough for stamping, right? We're crafting. Anyway, I was getting ready and I dropped a pencil eyeliner on my top. So there were just a couple of little dark spots on my shirt, and so I tried to wash them out because I had already planned to wear that shirt and I didn't want to have to change my clothes. But I had felt like even after I tried to wash it out without taking it off, I felt like it wasn't, it didn't look good. I thought it would probably still show on camera. So changed my shirt, and then something else happened. Oh, my second shirt was clean and it was fine. And it was kind of a coral color, and then I realized for my last video I had worn that same shirt. So I thought people might get confused if they're looking for this video because my photos with me holding up my cards are going to be in a different shirt. So I thought I can't wear this shirt for the video today. We're going to wrap our ribbon around here first. And so I took that shirt off, and then I landed with my purple and white shirt that I'm wearing now. So changing my shirt 3 times this morning, I'm kind of like, hope the rest of the day goes a little bit better than that. This is the Pretty Peacock and Gold ribbon. It is so, so pretty. And on the PDF tutorial that I send to my newsletter subscribers, or the people, rather, my newsletter subscribers are not getting this tutorial this week. Only the people that put in an order using the host code for this week, they'll get the PDF tutorial. But I do send free tutorials every week to my newsletter subscribers. Last week I sent 5. I sent 1 every single day last week because we did summer camp last week, which was so fun. And every day I showed a kind of over-the-top project. And each one of those PDF tutorials I sent to my newsletter subscribers. Anyway, this is a piece of, I don't know if I said, this cardstock is 4 1/4 by 11. And I scored it at 5 1/2, and I did not cut that very well, but I'll trim it up later. Okay, so I really like this ribbon. I like anything that sparkles, and it sparkles, so I'm good with it. This is a Melon Mambo piece of cardstock that I cut out with the deckled rectangle dies, which I've been using quite a bit. I've been using the perennial postage dies and these deckled rectangles and the deckled circles. Actually, I've been having fun with them. They have so many dies in each of the sets that it gives you lots of possibilities for your crafting, especially the circles. The circles are really, they go really big. Too big for a card. Great for scrapbook page. Okay, now this, what I did with this one is I angled it quite a bit. I'm kind of looking at these corners and all the corners to kind of make sure they're fairly equal distant. That's how I'm kind of figuring out where to put this. And then I just have a piece of the Friends for Life Designer Series paper, and this one I'm going to square up with the size of the card. And I don't think we'll lift that one up with dimensionals. I think we're going to put this one down flat on our card, like so. You could, if you didn't want to take the time to die cut it, you just could die cut 2 pieces you could die cut both your paper. Sorry. Okay, let me get my words straight. You could just cut with your paper trimmer both of these. This DSP is approximately, well, it is 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. That's wrong. I think it's 2 3/4. Yeah, it's 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then we're going to go ahead and let's do our greeting on this. I did do a lot of die cutting ahead of time just so to save time. This label is from the Stylish Shapes dies, and we're gonna just go ahead and stamp our greeting on here, which is a thank you card. I lined up all my there we go, and I just used my Mental Black for this. Other than that, having to change my top 3 times, my morning went for the most part fairly smooth. I've been trying to follow a regimen where when I first wake up, I don't look at a screen right away, which normally I always do, but I'm trying not to do that. And getting up and going for a walk right away. If I don't do it right away, it doesn't get done. First of all, it's cooler in the morning. The earlier I go, the better. Cleaning off my stamps here just to make sure I don't get ink where I don't want it. Okay, so now we're just going to take our, I think that coloring turned out okay. If you like your colored images to be solid, then obviously this kind of scribbly coloring is not going to be for you, so you do yours however you want to do it, and then you'll be happy with it. But I thought it was kind of cute with the, let's see, I'm trying to get everything kind of organized here. I thought it was kind of cute to color it that way because of the artwork itself from the Stampin' Up! Artist. You might think, no, I don't really think so. That should be colored in solid all the way. And you do you, and you just be happy crafting, because there's no one way to do anything in paper crafting. Paper crafting should be just a happy place where you go to just relieve stress, or to just create something for somebody you love, or just be creative, spending some time being creative, which, you know, helps our brain. There's studies that show that being creative really, I'm trying to figure out where these dimensionals are so I don't pile them up on top of each other. That being creative releases all those good endorphins in our brain. So I'm trying to not cover up the thank you. No, that's over too far. I probably didn't get this exactly like I did on my original, so that's okay. Maybe we should go over the top. No, I don't like that. Let's do this. Just gonna line it up with the corner here and just bring it down a little bit, like so. I can't get, there's a dimensional right there, so I don't want it on top of that one. But let's sneak another one under here. I think it needs to be anchored. 2 dimensionals, I think it anchors it just a little bit better than just one. You have to be kind of careful not to bend your cardstock, which I'm doing right now. There we go, like that. Now this is the peach pie shimmer paper from the 2024-2026 glimmer paper. It has all 5 of the newest in colors in the glimmer paper, and peach pie is one of those. Let's get this down. Let's bring this bow down just a little bit here to kind of tie in with the, I want it to kind of tie in with my greeting, although it's actually the tails on that bow are kind of a hot mess, but I'm choosing, being a perfectionist, I want to fix it, but I'm not going to. I'm just squeezing my mini glue dots here. I've been doing a lot of this lately, just squeezing them between my thumb and forefinger to put on my card. I probably really wouldn't need more than one, but I am gonna use more than one. I'm sorry if I'm missing your comments. I have been focused on my card, plus my computer screen has gone. Let's see, let's put this guy down here, kind of like so. And I thought it kind of tied in with the gold. I have to fix this. This is really bugging me. Okay. Okay, let's trim this just a touch. I know I said I wasn't going to, but you want your finished card to look pretty. And then this one, let's get a better angle on that one. That's better, much better. There we go. Now, we need some gems on this. It's not complete till we've got some bling. So we're gonna grab our discs. These came out in, I think it was last holiday catalog. And they couldn't keep them in stock. See how pretty? We put them on trees. Every kind of stamped trees that were available, we put them on. Now I'm going to use, there is pink. So this is kind of pink. This is more red. Let's see. And I think, you'd think I'd use pink, but I actually think I like the red on this better. But they are in stock now. They carried them over. And I love them. They're so pretty. They look pretty on everything. So we had them on Christmas trees, but you can put them on butterflies as well. So there's our card number one. I'm going to, what else have I got? Oh, this is scrap paper, I think, that we didn't use. All right, so there's card number one. Let me pull up your comments and see if I can see what you're saying. Oh, Kathy, you like it? I'm so happy you like the colors of the butterfly. And Jamie, thank you for... Oh, I'm happy you like my tutorials, Jamie. I do put a lot of love and time into them. All right, let's go. Oh, Diane's from you're in your recliner, Diane, because you don't feel very well. I'm sorry, so sorry to hear that. That's no good at all. We're gonna take, there's 3 butterfly sizes. 3? Yeah, 4. Whoops. These 4 butterflies. So these are the 4 butterflies. We're gonna actually use all of them today. But for this card, we're going to take this, I'm calling this a medium size. So I say 1 large and 2 medium. No, 1 large, 1 medium, and 2 small for the sizes of butterflies. So you do have a lot of variety. This one is a nice size for cards. We're going to color 2 today on this one. I'll show you what we're going to make on this one, on this card. We're gonna actually die cut these. Hopefully I didn't get them too close together. Let's go ahead. Hi, Cheryl. All right, let's go ahead. And so this is what we're making. This is the card we're gonna make now. If you did get the craft along kit, I might be moving faster than you can actually craft along with me, but you'll always have the video. So if you purchased the class, pre-purchased it, I will send you directly the link to the video. For everybody else, it'll go in my email tomorrow so that you have it. Okay, let me grab, what are we doing? We're making a yellow one. We need a yellow one, and then we need a berry burst one. Now, as I said, I kind of experimented on my cards with how to color them rather than to actually color them really solid. So I think on this one, I actually started with my dark Daffodil Delight. And again, I'm just scribbling. I'm not really filling in. And then same here. Now, towards the body of the butterfly, I am kind of being solid. And then I'm just kind of whisking out. That's my new term for my coloring method. So that's dark. Then let's go back in with light. And now I'm just going to whisk some more. I'm going to kind of blend in there a little bit, but I'm just kind of, does that make sense? I'm just not making solid lines. Again, these would be beautiful colored in, obviously. You could use a lot of colors. I didn't, just for the sake of video, I didn't use a lot of colors on each butterfly. I kind of just stuck to monochromatic butterflies. Now I'm just going to really go out to the ends a little bit more with just some lines, just some lines going out closer. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think that looks nice with the artist coloring. Then let's go to Berry Burst. So I took the colors from the DSP, obviously, the Full of Life DSP. It's one of my very favorite colors of DSP, or designer series paper. My brain is not hooked in while I'm coloring. Well, I'll try to think about what I'm saying before the words actually come out. Okay, this one too, there's Berry Burst, and I'm just doing the inside of the butterfly fairly solid. And then the outside, we're gonna, this is the light. Hopefully I got that right. Yeah, light. So now I'm just going to kind of do this wispy kind of coloring again. Just kind of following the artist's sketches. See how she or he did it? So I'm just following that like so. And I did it for a couple reasons. One, so that you wouldn't have to be watching me color forever. And two, I thought it actually looked pretty with the artists. The Berry Burst, you have to be, I feel like I have to be a little bit more careful with, because I like that side. Because it's just so much darker, you can see your strokes a lot better, but I'm okay with that. Then, what I want to show you about this card, we're going to die cut this in just a second, but I want to show you this embossing folder. Look how big this is. I die cut this, and I did center it. This is for, you know, for making this card, obviously. But I centered it, but you can't probably see how deep this embossing is. I don't know if you can. It is just so, it's a wow embossing folder. And obviously you could emboss pieces that are much bigger than you would use for a card front. Let's go ahead and get this die cut, and then we can get our card done. It's called, what is it called? The Dotted Circle 3D Embossing Folder, I think. I'll look that up in just a minute. Let's go ahead and do the die cutting for our butterflies. And we'll go here. Just lining that up. I'm not going to take the time to tape it, just to keep things moving. Let's go ahead and... By the way, if you're watching on Facebook and you haven't watched before, I would invite you to like my page and follow it. Then also at the top of my Facebook page, my Create with Joey page, there are 3 dots. If you click those 3 dots, it'll ask you if you want to be notified, how often you want to be notified, and one of those choices is to be notified every time I post. So you'll want to click that so that you don't miss any live videos or other things that I post on my page. Otherwise, Facebook thinks, well, she's a little interested, but maybe not completely interested in everything that Joey's showing. So you just want to make sure you have those 3 little dots clicked. And I say that because people have said, gosh, I looked for you today and I couldn't find you on the live video. And that happened several times last week. So that's why I'm encouraging you to click those dots. If you want to see every time that I'm live, then you will see it. All right, let's go ahead and put the rest of this card together. This is Pool Party. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's cut at, or it's scored at 4 1/4. Then we're going to take that beautiful embossing fold. I did it in the same color. I just kind of liked the way that looked. So I kept it all monochromatic for this card. Pool Party is one of my all-time favorite colors. They need to keep it forever and ever because it's so pretty, and it's pretty for winter cards with snow and snowmen. Is beautiful for summer cards because it's kind of reflective of, you know, water, pools, etc. As in Pool Party. Now this is really bumpy, so what I think I might do is I might try to, well, I can't avoid those dots completely, but I can kind of a little bit because this part is not quite as raised. So I'm going to put my dimensionals, maybe we'll probably need one down here, avoiding those really tall bumps. Well, I say really tall, you know, it's paper crafting, so it's tall is relative, yes. And then I'm going to center, let's see, my DSP, I'm going to center here. Then let's get our butterflies going before we do our greeting. This is how we're going to do, oops, I forgot to color the bodies of the butterflies. So let me do that quick. I used light basic black. You could use dark, but I wanted those sketches of the artist to show a little bit. So I'm kind of, again, I'm just doing some little sketching. I'm not really coloring it in. I don't know, I really like it. I think it looks cute that way. But if you're going, you really need to color those in, then you be happy and color them in on your butterflies. Okay, let's go ahead and let's put these dimensionals on the top of the wings. Hopefully I'm in the picture because I can't see it on my computer. It's not keeping up with, it's spinning. So let's go, let's see, how do we want to do this? I think we want to do this kind of like this. So that means I want a little adhesive just to be flat on those, the bottom of the butterfly wings, and we're gonna go kind of like this. I did think the butterflies looked, this artwork of these butterflies looked cute with this paper. I think maybe I already said that, but as I'm doing this, I'm like, yeah, it does look, it looks cute with the paper. Okay, I'm gonna put one up here. And then I think I'm going to take a little one down here on this corner, and then corner of the butterfly. And then on these two wings, the top and the bottom of this wing, I'm going to just put adhesive. We're taking off the backs of the dimensionals. And then we're just going to go like this, like so. And then let's get our greeting on. This is going to be a thinking of you card, so it's perfect for every occasion. Could be birthday, could be get well, could be friendship. Here we go, thinking of you. Could be for somebody that's going through a hard time. You just want to let them know you're thinking of them. A lot of Stampin' Up! Stamp sets have a thinking of you greeting in them, so I know that those greetings are popular. Let's go ahead and just find a place under these wings for this guy. You know what? I don't like this flat. We're gonna redo this. Hang on, people. I just don't like the way it's laying down there, so we are going to put dimensionals here on both sides. If you haven't watched me before, this is somewhat typical. I do something and then I undo it and then I redo it. You know, sometimes crafting is like that. You're like, this will look nice, and then you do it and you're like, oh, it doesn't look that great, so how can I fix it? Okay, so down here, I want the greeting to kind of be involved in, let's see what's going on up here with the butterfly. I tend to have everything kind of touch a little bit usually. I just like the way it looks. If you like to separate things out a little bit, then that's that's good for you too. Okay, so there's our butterflies. This is the medium size of the butterfly. So let's go with, for this one, actually these are supposed to be pool party. So let's actually go with pool party. You might want to contrast your dots. That would be pretty too. But I used pool party on these, and I did put quite a few of these on. You get quite a few in your packet. And then I think I even did some here, right on the butterfly. And we probably need a couple more. So let's go here. Let's see. Yeah, here and maybe then down here to kind of, oh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? It's really pretty. And if you really wanted to, Diane's probably saying in her head, why aren't you using Wink of Stella? You could put Wink of Stella on these. That would be pretty. I've got it here, so I'm going to go ahead and let's zhuzh up these butterflies. Wink of Stella is a glitter pen, and I need to, and you need to squeeze it sometimes to get the ink to flow through down. Looks like maybe this one might be empty. Hopefully not. I'm squeezing pretty hard, and I don't see anything. I've got more of these, people. You know, I have 3 right where I can grab them. So those of you that are glitter people, you're like, what's going on with this? What the heck? Okay, this is one of those, I should have known this. By the way, my morning started with changing my shirt 3 times. I had to go to 3 Wink of Stellas. And this one isn't even one. So this is how much I use it. It's, well, I have another one. I'm not going to take the time to open it, but you get the idea. If you, oh, there, that one's going to give us some glitter. Three shirts this morning and 3 Winks of Stella. I am actually just squeezing this right onto the butterfly because I know it's not going to come squirting out in a pile, but don't do that with a new Wink of Stella. Just make sure you... Okay, you might not be able to see the shimmer, but they're shimmery. We gave it the college try, so we're just going to be happy with that, and that's our second card. Let's keep going. I don't want you to be here forever. I do value your time, so thank you for being with me and sticking through this issue with my Wink of Stella. Now I can't even find the cap for this. So here we go. I'm going to separate it from the 2 that wouldn't go. We'll keep that one. Okay, there's our second one. Let's go on to our next one. Now, this one is the last one we're going to color. Now, it's not our last card, but it's the last card that we're going to color today. I'm standing here looking at seeing where in the heck did I even put all the other cards. I don't even know. That's all right. We're moving on. This is our next card. You guys can pray for me. I'm kind of like all over the place today, and I'm not sure why, actually. Steve went to work this morning. I mean, he goes to work every morning, but he drove to work this morning. I think it's one reason why I'm a little bit off. Let's color, or let's get our butterflies colored first, and then we'll put this card together. That's our third one. He has been working from home this week. I haven't shared this, but it's one reason why I feel like I'm a little off this week. So a week ago, Monday night it was, he was sleeping in the guest room. He was tossing and turning, so he went, we have a guest room downstairs, so he was sleeping there. So I was upstairs in our master bedroom. Okay, where are you? There we go. And in the morning, he told me, he didn't get me up in the night. Okay, those of you that have husbands that are like this, you probably understand. He did not get me up. He should have. He went to the bathroom and he had a seizure. He fell. And he hurt his This has never happened. It's not like this has happened before. This has never happened. He fell, he hurt his finger, his little finger, he must have fallen on it. And, let's see, is this dark or light? This is light, I want dark. And he bruised his ribs. He was really sore the next morning, so that's when he told me about it. And he went to work. And I'm thinking, should you be going to work? I mean, he acted like, well, everything's back to normal. I'm like, no, everything's not normal. You need to call the doctor. Well, he did call the doctor right away when he got to work, so that was good. And he got in that day, I think. And so they don't know what caused it. The doctor said there's no law for you not to drive, but I recommend that you limit your driving this week, and we'll get an MRI scheduled. So he's been working from home. He hasn't had any recurrences, so that's good. We're going to die cut this. But he has to have an MRI on Friday morning. We're at Wednesday, so we'll be at the hospital on Friday morning. They're thinking... my husband has diabetes, and they're thinking that, well, it's kind of a long story, but it's related to the medication. And so they're monitoring that. Really, he's supposed to be monitoring his blood sugar really carefully, and then we'll see if the MRI shows anything. But he had missed a dose of one of his medications. That it's an injection, and he only does it once a week, and he had missed that once. We're going to just go with this. I don't know where my tape is, but we're going to hope that this works okay. And anyway, the other part of it is, I do think it was medication related, and I think now we've got that under control. So I'm not expecting the MRI to show anything, but Steve is extremely claustrophobic. He is, on a scale of 1 to 10 being claustrophobic, he's 12. He's just very, very, very claustrophobic. So, okay, we're ready for our card. Let's go ahead and build this part. So I have used the Eyelet embossing folder. This is Lemon Lime Twist, one of my all-time favorite colors. Today I'm using some of my very favorite colors, Pool Party and Lemon Lime Twist. Anyway, so the doctor has prescribed some medication as a sedation. Christy knows this. I don't know if she's still on, but we texted about it last week, and I shared it with her, so I guess I'm sharing it with all of you, all my good stamping friends. Let's see, let's go like this with this paper. This is still the same paper. It's that Full of Life designer paper. I feel like summer's the perfect time to use this paper. It's so bright and cheery, and one of my favorites. I'm putting this right down the middle, which is something I rarely do. I don't know why. I just thought let's mix it up. And then now if you get this set of cards this week and a card kit, if you put in your order to get the cards, you will get a ribbon. You may not get this one. I have ordered some. You'll get enough ribbon to do all of the cards that I'm using ribbon on. It might be the iridescent striped. What am I doing here? Let me think. The iridescent striped ribbon, because I did use that on a couple of cards, and that I ordered before it went unavailable. So I've got, you know what? I don't like the way I'm tying this. I need this to come like this, because the bow was going to be wonky if we tied it like that. So I'm bringing the tail I'm just tying it right off the bowl. I'm bringing the tail up from the bottom instead of from the top down because the bow is going to be better. It'll be facing down the way I want it to face on this. So now if you don't like tying bows, don't tie a bow. Just wrap ribbon around the lemon lime twist part and then tie your bow separately and put it on with the mini glue dot. Okay, so there we've got that. I'm not seeing your comments. I'm sorry. I will come back and look at them. I'll take a little look at them when I get this card done. So we've got this gorgeous ribbon on this gorgeous paper. Got our bow here. I like the way that goes. If you want your bow, you know, to really sit a certain way, just put a mini glue dot on it. We might do that in a minute, but let's go ahead and get the rest of our card made. Now I have die cut a circle from the Stylish Shapes dies for this one, and this is the die that comes with the butterfly bundle. I have die cut this, and this is Petunia Pop glitter paper. It comes in that same pack of the In Colors glitter paper. Let me get the hope. Okay, so this greeting is hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul. But if you think of us on Friday, first of all, I would just appreciate your prayers that Steve goes through with the MRI. Because it's really important, but if he's really afraid and the sedative doesn't do the job, then we'll be coming home without the MRI. Just, that's been my prayer every day, is that the Lord gives him comfort and peace with the test. Because we obviously have to rule out that there isn't anything else going on that we need to know about other than his blood sugar being off, which I know 100% that it was. So, and the doctor thinks that too, because that's the direction they're going with his medication. So, but, you know, you have to rule out that it isn't caused by something else. We don't want any more, Lord forbid, any more seizures of any kind. We're going to kind of put this guy over here to the right. I'm not going to push that down too far because, I don't want this butterfly to be too high. Let's get right there. And these guys are going to go like so. And this little guy, I want him to kind of sit right on the edge of that circle. Maybe. Now if I'm looking at him like, I don't know if I want it right over the ribbon or not. So we might adjust that a touch. Since I didn't stick this down, I'm going to move it over. Oh, of course, it is kind of stuck. I'm going to move it over just a touch. Yeah, so we kind of get this happening. Does that make sense? So this way, the butterflies are much more on the paper than they were the other way I had it. That's just me looking at it and going, I think the butterflies need to be moved. There's no right or wrong to this. All right, so we want him to kind of sit right there. So if we bring him down, there we go. I think that's good. But again, you could die cut these butterflies with the self-adhesive paper so that they would just become stickers. And that makes it easier a little bit. But you can see there are some actually fairly big places where you can stick mini glue dots or even mini dimensionals, actually. We can do probably a couple mini dimensionals here. So, making a long story longer, so I've been doing all the driving then, and Steve does a lot of errands for us. He does actually most of that. So, and he's got his things that he likes to do. He goes to a jazz club on Monday nights, and I don't really love jazz, so I don't go with him. But I offered to take him this week or go with him as well. All right, there's our card number 2, and we need some bling on this one. For this one, we are going to grab the pink. There is lime green. You know, the lemon lime twist is on here too. I don't know whether they call it lemon lime twist or they call it, I don't know. They might call it one of the other greens, but we're going to go with pink on this one. Pink is all, if I used pink all the times I wanted to use pink, I wouldn't have any pink gems left, because I would always be putting pink on pretty much everything, especially this paper. So again, I'm going to really bling it up with those, and isn't that pretty? Turned out so pretty, I think. The in color glimmer paper is a must-have, my friends. You have to have that. I'm going to actually even grab for you the number. So if you're ordering today, let's get in the glimmer paper if you don't have it. It is, hopefully I've got it on here. 2000. Do I not have it on here? I'll have to go back and add it. Did I put it on the last one? Good heavens. Did I not? Yeah, here we go. So it's the in color glimmer paper is 163771. It's $11, and you get 2 of every of the in colors. It's a good value actually to get this. Okay, my friends, there's our 3rd one. We're going on to the 4th one. Our last card is a quick one, so this will be pretty fast. So this is our last one. And let's see, let me get all my bits out here. Oh, there we go. Okay, this will be fast. Let's grab our stamps. Now for this one, I did something that, wait a minute, where's our butterfly? Did I die cut the little butterfly? Did I not die cut the little, yeah, I did. Okay, here we go. He's stuck in the corner there. Okay, so for this one, we're going to take our greeting. Here's our card base. I don't know why I'm kind of all over the place today, but hopefully you're having fun with these cards. And then you'll always have the video to go back to and check it out. Even if you don't have this stamp set, you can use these ideas, I hope. You could use the templates I'm using for whatever card, whatever stamps and dies you have. Hopefully you're getting some good ideas of card layouts. I try to keep the card layouts fairly simple. You know what? Before we do that, I'm using Pretty Peacock ink, but I need to get, our butterfly needs to go here, and then, so we need to do that first. Let's get this stuff out of our way. And let's go ahead and stamp this. Okay, this is the perennial postage dies. This is the type of edge that is on all of those dies, and they go from small to big. There's some really large dies, but they all have this edge around them that look like a postage stamp. Okay, now let's do our greeting here. This is a birthday greeting, so this is just such a nice stamp set because it has so many occasions. I'm going to kind of put this down in the corner like that, wishing you a beautiful birthday. And then we're just going to go ahead and put that on a little bit bigger piece of Pretty Peacock. So I'm just going to mount this on here for the background. I had fun making these cards. This is this stamp set turned out to be especially fun, and the dies are so pretty, especially with the glimmer paper. You know, you have to get some glimmer in there. Same paper, same pad of paper I used, and this time we've got a lot of blues and greens. There's so many colors in this paper. It's just really, really pretty. And really, many occasions, I think you could use it for pretty much any occasion. Some of the patterns are a little bit softer. You could use those for sympathy. let's go ahead and get this on. I think I'm going to line this up on my mat to kind of see if I'm getting it even. There we go. And now I'm going to grab my ribbon, which I did get it out. This is the ribbon you might be getting for all the cards in this card. I'll give you, let's see, how do I want this to go? I want this to go like this. You'll have ribbon enough in your card kit to do all your cards. It will be either this or the peacock and gold or both. Ideally, you'll have both in your kit. Let's go around here like so. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. You're watching obviously a recording of a live video. So if you'd like to see more, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And all my links, my shopping links, and the host code will all be put in the description of the video below. Okay. I don't know why, you guys, I'm feeling actually a little lightheaded, so I'm going to finish this up quickly. I don't know what's going on. I think I shouldn't have been talking about Steve's event, because I think it made me a little bit anxious. Okay, now we're going to put our lemon lime twist butterfly over the top here. I haven't actually consciously been really worried about it, but you know, I think talking about it makes a difference sometimes. Then you say it out loud. Today on this one, we're going to use the green dots. I'll keep you posted too. I know since I've shared it today that some of you will be wanting to know how things go. So I will post it on my Facebook page. Put some gems in here. And there, let's scoot our little butterfly up here a little bit. His wings. Bring up his wings like so. And actually, let's put one on him right there. So there's our third one. All right, so here's all of our cards. Which one is your favorite today? This is number 1. Or was it number 2, the pool party? Or lemon lime twist? Or the birthday? So those are your choices. I'm going to pull up your... Oh, Diane, thank you for your prayers. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like it. Oh, Kathy is oh, darn. Okay, so Kathy put in the number for the dotted circles 3D embossing folder. It's $12. She said it's currently unavailable. You know, I made up this class a month ago or so and advertised it, and of course everything then was available. So I hate showing you things that you can't purchase right away, but just get them on your wish list because they are coming back. They'll be back. So thanks for joining me today. It's really glary in the camera. I'll post this on YouTube and you can find it on the replay. I'll also send it to my newsletter subscribers tomorrow, so you have the link right in my newsletter. I'll put a link to signing up for my newsletter right in the description of the video or in the comments. Thank you for the hearts, you guys, and thanks so much for spending some time with me today. And I'll keep you posted on our little venture to the hospital on Friday morning. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. See you next time. Bye-bye.